Hello friends, today we will discuss the consumption theory given by Irving Fisher, RGD Allen, Alfred Marshall and J.M. Keynes. All names are associated with this theory. It is very common theory which you can very much relate with yourself because consumption is dependent on behavior or nature or behavior of market, psychological behavior, social, cognitive, all behaviors affect our consumption. So this theory is an approach in economics and consumer behavior studies that examines how psychological, social, cognitive, emotional factors influence consumers' purchasing decisions, going beyond the classical economic assumption that consumers are purely rational and utility maximizing. Classical economists assume that consumers are rational and calculating, and they calculate the utility or maximize the utility before purchasing anything. But the core concepts of behavioral consumption theory are first, bounded rationality. Consumers do not have perfect information. We know that we don't know the everything about any product when we go to purchase. So they do not have perfect information, unlimited time to calculate and survey the market and then purchase, or cognitive capacity to make the most rational decision. Some are not capable of making the rational decision also. Instead, they make decisions that are good enough rather than optimal. Second is heuristics and biases. Consumers often rely on mental shortcuts, that is known as heuristics, which can lead to systematic biases. Anchoring, relying heavily on first piece of information, whatever they come to know or hear through advertisement or anything, and they make their mind to purchase. Then comes loss aversion. Losses are felt more intensely than equivalent gains. Then framing effect. The way options are presented influences choices. Third is habitual consumption. People often form routines and habits in their consumption behavior. So they purchase whatever they are habituated of using. So they don't try the new products, even if they are cheaper than their old consumption product. These habits makes them resistant to change even when better options exist. Fourth is social and cultural influences. Consumption decisions are often shaped by the norms, peer pressure, advertising, and cultural values. Fifth is emotions and affect. Emotions can strongly influence consumption choices. For example, retail therapy, shopping to improve mood, is a recognized phenomenon. So many people go for shopping to freshen up their mood, especially women. I am also a woman, so I know better. Time inconsistency and self-control problems. Consumers may value immediate gratification more than long-term benefits, leading to behaviors like overspending or undersaving. Applications and implications of this theory. Marketing. Companies use behavioral insight to influence buying decisions via pricing, product placement, or advertising. Public policy. Governments use behavioral nudges to encourage better decisions such as healthier eating or increased savings. Consumer welfare. Understanding these patterns help in designing better financial products, reducing consumer exploitation, and enhancing well-being. So when we compare this theory to traditional theory, what we find? Aspect. Traditional theory and behavioral theory. Assumption of rationality. Fully rational agents. Bounded rationality. Decision-making utility maximization, influenced by heuristics or emotions. Preferences stable in classical theory and preferences are consistent also. And in this theory, context dependent and malleable. Informations huge, perfect, and complete in classical theory. Here, the informations are imperfect and selective.